We are calling the government to intervene in the case.
Yo. Manda.
Wait.
Manda.
Wait.
Manda.
Wait.
Manda.
Wait.
Manda.
Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, good people of Liberia, members of the press, we want to take this time to welcome you to the headquarters of the Liberia National Student Union. By way of introduction, I'm General J. Joe, the Director of the Bureau of Gender and Women Development at the Liberia National Student Union. The Gender Bureau of LINSU today address critical national issue of concern. The Gender Bureau fronts on the poor Hillary of the 7-year-old girl who was allegedly raped to death, little Jamel. Today, the Gender Bureau will be speaking to her press conference about staying in this case and calling on the necessary authority to take actions and bring suspects to justice. Today, we are going to address this issue, but today I'm not the person who will be reading the press conference. The press conference will be read by Sister Lila Evangelist Salif. She is the Deputy Secretary of the Bureau of Gender and Women Development at the Liberia National Student Union. Amanda.
Thank you, sister. So beside me is the father of the late Jomel Davis, and I also have along with me some executive committee members of the Liberia National Students Union and other cadres and analysts of the Secretariat of Gender at the Liberia National Students Union. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, my name is Evangelist Salif, and I'm the Deputy Secretary of Gender at the Liberia National Students Union. LINSU frowns on the poor handling of the death of a 7-year-old girl by the Liberia National Students Union. The Gender Secretariat and the Bureau of the Liberia National Students Union extends sentiment of splendid tidings to all students, parents, officials of government, civil society actors, school administrators, solidarity forces, the fourth estate, and the public. We, the above-mentioned organ of the Liberia National Students Union, writes to express gross disappointment in the Patriot Sulu-led Liberia National Police for its lackadaisical and unserious handling of the reported death of little Jomel Davis, a 7-year-old Liberian student who was found dead in a drainage in the Nima United community in Mount Barclay on July 24, 2022, after being missing for a day. Since the reported alleged raping and killing of this child, we have made several efforts to claim the attention of the authority of police in order to establish the cause of death. 6 officers on the scene authorized a medical examination without authenticating the criteria of the self-proclaimed medical expert who conducted the said examination. This is no difference from the many controversies surrounding the incapability of the Liberia National Police, especially the investigative arm, to ably pursue such cases of death and mayhem instituted against people in Liberia without justice. On August 8, 2022, the Deputy Secretary and the Director of Gender of LINSU, Evangeline and that of Jennifer Joe S., respectfully sat in a mediation meeting with the LNP and the family and officials of the Ministry of Gender. And during that meeting, the Liberia National Police made a commitment to get back to us in 2 days with an outcome of the investigation, especially the reports of the coroner who ordered the unidentified nurse to check the body for rape. Sadly, it has been approximately 3 weeks and we are yet to get any information from authorities of the police on this grave issue. As a result of this turmoil of irresponsibility on the part of the police, little Jomel was instructed to be buried the same day that the body was found. We at LINSU wish to meanwhile inform the people of Liberia that the current Patriot Zulu leadership is unfit to lead the law enforcement arm of the Ministry of Justice. The culture of impunity needs to be abolished. And the only way that this can happen is if the right people are put in position of power. We are also calling on the police to give a conclusive outcome of this case as per the investigation within the next 72 hours. We are calling on the police to give the conclusive outcome of this case as per the investigation within the next 72 hours grace period or face the revolutionary wrath of the students' movement.
Yo, the student will come outside if the police not coming. Yo.
And this caveat should also claim the attention of the Ministry of Gender and all other organs of government responsible, as this case, unlike other cases of similar nature, will not go down the drain as business as usual. And this release was done and issued on the 23rd day of August 2022 at the headquarters of the Liberia National Students Union and was signed by the president of the Liberia National Students Union, Mohammed Kani. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll now give the floor to the father of the late Jomel to give a brief statement as well on behalf of the family, and then we'll open up for questions and answers.
I want to say thanks to the Liberia National Student Union for making the issues to be a public ones because all of those who claim to be civil society organizations, the human rights advocates, are not coming to my daughter case except LINSU. So I say thanks to you. I want to say that I need justice for my daughter because since the death of my daughter today, since she got me, since today make it small money. Tomorrow make up 1 year on the ground since her body was found. We went to the police headquarters of reasons 3 weeks ago, and the police ensure over very persuasive investigations that indeed they are working tirelessly to ensure that the victims will be brought to justice. They gave her their call cards and other stuff, ensuring all that they will get was in like 2 days' time. It was on Monday and Wednesday trapping, the time to get to us, saying that the coroner, the guy was the head of the homicide department at the Ministry of Justice, will be coming for report, and the report comes in the girl investigations by school. Up to present, we have nothing for them. I've called them many times. They always will get back to me. I need justice for my daughter. Seriously. I need justice for my daughter. She can die mysteriously that I know investigation. It's a responsibility of national government to issue to protect the life of every citizen in this country. I think it's time my daughter needs justice. 3 days time from now we need justice in 72 hours. I need it at all costs. Anyone who is found guilty, who's always looking this, even it can be me, can be found to court. That's all I need. Thank you.
So we are going to give the press the opportunity to ask 3 questions. Call your institution, your name. The floor is open for 3 questions. So, yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm Sylvester Chirople. Now you put for Spoon Network. I want to know, what do you suspect of which the result from the police is still being delayed? And you spoke about revolutionary action against the Liberia National Police. Will you a bit be definite as to what will you do if the government of Liberia through the NP fails?
Okay, so first of all, the meeting we had with them on the 8th of August, while in the meeting there were several issues raised, and one of them was for them to be able to clearly tell us how many persons they have as persons of interest or suspects. And as of that time, they told us that there was a Fulani that they had as person of interest, and the next person of interest that they had was the person that sent the girl to buy the pimpers, of which she got missing. And since then, they said they would have had another meeting after 3 days to be able to clearly tell us what their preliminary reports are and the findings that they have. So at the moment, we cannot clearly tell you who exactly that they have. So they have rendered the investigation as the actual person or suspect, or to tell us whether they have gotten the perpetrators of the act, or to also even let the family know whether or not the child was raped, or whether she died of natural causes, what happened to her, whether, we just need to clearly understand what happened and let the family have closure. The next thing LINSU is a revolutionary movement, and I will tell you, we are the arm of this nation. We are the students, and we are the next leaders of this country. And if our students, as Liberians, will continuously die and nothing will come from the cases, we will take to the street and march peacefully and ensure that the police will see us, will continuously be visible until we can get justice for our students who are mysteriously dying and getting raped. We are tired of this and will not keep quiet anymore.
My name is Donita Thompson. I write for the new newspaper. My question goes to the father. Since this incident occurred, have the Ministry of Gender ever wanted got in contact with you?
Yeah, the Minister of Gender got in contact with us, with the family, in presence of my car. And then she was very, instrumental in the process. She was the one who organized a meeting with the police, and when they came out to say after 3 days, we'll come out to report. So she's been very good.
And since that time, have the Ministry of Gender get back to you to know the outcome from them?
I called since my car recent, and before she could go Ghana, she said that she was going to Ghana for a program. When she come back, she was going to talk to us. But since she came back to, I've been calling her and what happened basically.
Okay. My name is Watson Riches from OKF. I want to know, was there any examination carried on the body of that little man before or burial?
Yeah, so the examination is carried on. But first of all, let me say the coroner at a very elementary. If I don't know the theater of investigations aspect, the police, but the coroner at a very elementary. When we want to see me organize a 15-person jury to examine the child and know the cause of death, of which was very wrong. He should have taken the child back to the hospital and then the hospital put not the child there. But he didn't do that. He asked in a crowd who is a nurse. And then the lady just came and said, I'm a nurse. And he authorized the woman to do the examinations. And upon the investigation, she instead of 4 fingers in the child, everything, he went through. So she determined the child was raped. But now the problem we have is that the woman refused to show herself. Because she's not a registered nurse, I don't know. But she refused to show herself. And the police issue was that indeed, she can show herself. They will issue a bit of her as someone, right? Yeah, a bit of someone. Someone, yeah, to the court. Or the person started.
Since then, have you made a follow-up?
I've called one or two, the director, one or three, several times or 4, 5 times. I'll call you back. If I'll make sure in 5 minutes or 6 minutes from now, the people will give you information. He did it almost 3 times. And that time he has not done
So
it.
personally, I went there yesterday, and then I was told they were in a meeting, so they couldn't meet with me. And I've been calling back and forth. I'm not getting any answer. I've called 103, I've called 102. I reached at the office several times. Yes, in the same way. So this is why we believe.
So, a follow-up to that. There was no proper medical examination carried on the child. How did you come up to know that this child was raped or tampered with?
Yeah.
There was no proper medical examination.
When the family asked the coroner, right, about issues about what happened to the child, because of that on the same day, it was on the 24th, he himself pronounced that the child was tampered with sexually. It was a report from the police. That's what he said. He said child was tampered with sexually. That's what he said, the coroner. Yeah.
So thank you very much. I want to say thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen of the members of the press. Thank you.